U2Q.com, home of Ricky Smiley and Non-Stop Jams. It's Kels, the Urban Informer, bringing you another exclusive right now. We rolling with Wiz, got Wiz Khalifa in the studio.
Yes, sir.
Wiz, welcome to Baltimore, my dude.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Now, before we get started, I gotta say congratulations on selling all your shows.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Being the #1 song on Billboard.
Yeah.
Plus now on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine
Yes, sir.
as the Rookie of the Year.
Thanks, man. You know, I got great fans, great people been supporting me, you know, since day one.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to keep it going.
Now, by you being being Pittsburgh's first national hip hop artist, is the pressure on you? Put me on, Wiz. Put me on.
You know, I think people really understand, you know, what I came from and the hustle and the grind that it took. And, you know, especially just like this day and age of music, you know, people really want to do more stuff for themselves. So it's not as many people looking for handouts. It's a lot of people who, you know, just want to be down and just have that, you know, positive, you know, environment around them. And I'm all about that, you know what I'm saying?
Now, Pittsburgh don't have an urban station right now, right?
Nah, we don't.
But when you go back home, everything's Team Wiz.
It's all Taylor gang, man. It's Taylor gang.
Right.
All day. But we try to keep that everywhere we go, though. You know what I'm saying? Whether there's an urban station or not, or whether there's like a, you know, street fan base or internet fan base, we try to touch whoever, you know what I'm saying, is onto it, and at the same time make new fans as well, you know. Now,
you've been in the game for a while, the deal with Warner Brother, the mixtapes from the beginning.
Yeah.
But now you're having this extra mainstream success. What do you think it is now that has helped get that?
It's, you know, I really took a lot of time and figured out who my core fan base was, who my real listeners were, and I just, like, you know, supplied them and then made that the thing to do instead of, you know what I'm saying, trying to get on to other people's world. And so now it's kind of like, it took a minute to build it up, but we've been, you know, under construction and now it's popping. So now a lot of people want to come over to our world, and you're more than welcome, you know what I'm saying, but it is what it is.
Right. Now, last year you was on the cover of XXL magazine for the freshman class.
Yes, sir.
I believe that out of everybody on there, you stood out the most.
Thank you.
And then this year, the
list leaked. Smiling. That's all.
And this year, the list leaked early. But I don't see anybody on that's really going to stand out. Do you see anybody?
Yeah, I see everybody individually really making their mark. You know what I'm saying? Like, the game has changed a lot, you know, even from just last year when I was on the cover till now. The opportunities are different as an artist, you know what I'm saying, without a record deal. Touring and everything has really just opened up for everybody. So it's real easy to do a lot of things on your own. So I feel like it's there for all of those artists to make their own, you know, path, and they got it wide open, you know what I'm saying, and they got the talent to do it.
Now, I see you begin your Diddy on with the branding. You got your own rolling paper line.
Yes, sir.
And then the album's called Rolling Papers. That was intentional?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, well, you know, everything goes together. You know what I'm saying? My whole movement has been building up, and it's been one big, you know what I'm saying, constant grind. And then there you go. You got some rolling
Appreciate
papers
that. I'm going to do
camera. Yeah, put that down. Yeah, man. You know, everything goes together whether people know it or not. And all of my projects, like, they grow their own, you know, legs in life, and then they take on their own meaning, you know what I'm saying? That's just been a blessing that I've had with my career and my fans being as interactive as they are.
And you also have your own clothing line and sunglasses.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I just experiment with a lot of things, you know, just as far as the fashion and the lifestyle part of it, you know what I'm saying? I try to just take what I do, and, you know, if people liked it, and it's helping and promoting, you know, positivity, and it's like, all right, cool, we can do it and try it, and if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. We can move on to the next thing. It's like, you know, whatever.
Will there be a difference from the Wiz we hear on the mixtapes versus the Wiz on Rolling Papers?
There's going to be a slight, not really like I say a difference, but, you know, I just pay more attention, you know what I'm saying, on the album, not really thinking too much more, but, you know, as far as subject matter, I feel like it's more creative just on the album, you know. The mixtapes are just more free every day, you know, having fun, saying whatever I feel like saying. But, you know, if I got a point to prove with this album and I really want to say something, I felt like I had to go in and just take my time and really, you know what I'm saying, focus on it. So I think you're going to hear a more focused sound.
Now, you recently dropped Cabin Fever.
Yes, sir.
Were you worried about that was messing up the sales of Rolling Papers?
Nah, not at
so
all.
Close to each other.
Nah, not at all, because all of my fans, were ready for another mixtape. And you know what I'm saying, as far as free music goes, you can never give away too much free good music. So I think that it was just a good promotional tool, and it helped. You know what I'm saying? It's going to help everything. It's a different sound, you know what I'm saying, that people aren't really used to me for. So I think I might have grabbed new fans who might not have been on to me, you know what I'm saying, by now, that are going to get the album. So
Now, I know Snoop Dogg is your homie.
Yes, sir.
Who else did you have a chance to work with on the album?
Too Short. and Currency,
Mm-hmm.
and I work with a couple other people, but I think there's some clearance issues, so I hope it goes through. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Also, when was that moment for you, Wiz, when you realized, you know what, I made it?
I still don't feel like I made it. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I'm still working and
Mm-hmm.
improving myself to a lot of people, because you know, even though I have like, you know, people see me as more successful, they still want to see what type of dude I am.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like a lot of people don't know what type of person I am. But as far as like, you know, record sales, definitely when the record went platinum, when Black and Yellow went platinum,
Mm-hmm.
it was like, all right, cool. Now I did that number that, you know, is pretty hard to do unless you really doing something. So it's like, all right, I guess I gotta stop being so, you know, modest about it.
Explain that feeling when you went back home when the Steelers were playing, you performed Black and Yellow, and the crowd was just going crazy.
Yeah, man, it was wild, yo. It was crazy. Just to have it come from the studio, and just a thought, you know what I'm saying, and just me wanting to put on and represent, you know what I'm saying, going, and it went all the way like that, you know what I'm saying, like the vision just played out, and I couldn't even, you know, predicted it, but it just happened, so it was awesome, man.
Now, Rolling Papers is dropping March the 29th.
Yes, sir.
Also, what's this I hear about this high school DVD?
Oh yeah. Me and Snoop, we working on a movie. It's called High School. After Rolling Papers comes out, we're probably gonna, you know what I'm saying, just put it together. We're working on the soundtrack too.
Okay.
It's gonna be like 13 or 14 songs with me and Snoop just going back and forth. And we're almost done with it. Actually, we got like more than half of it finished because me and him work so fast. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
And it's dropping on 420.
Hopefully.
What do you say for people who just want to classify you as, oh, that's the weed rapper?
They can do that, you know. Because if you want to smoke some weed and listen to me, then that's perfect. But I'm going to be around for a minute, you know what I'm saying? So everybody who's willing to just grow with me and just figure out, you know, all the different layers to this project, then they'll be, you know what I'm saying, they'll be happy. And anybody who just wants to just mess with the top layer, then, you know, that's their choice. But I definitely put it out there like that. So it's all good.
Is there a difference between Wiz and Cam?
No. There's no difference. Just 3 different letters.
When you turned on the opportunity to tour with Drake, was there any point like, you know what, I messed up, I should have went on tour?
Oh, nah, not at all. You know what I'm saying? Because even if my tour would have sucked and, you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't have been successful, I would have learned from that. You know what I'm saying? It would have been a learning experience, and it would have been something for me to, you know, take with me into the future. But at the end of the day, I was always thinking about my goals and what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? And when you're a new artist, you always reach that point where you can either go this way or go that way. You know what I'm saying? And some people, it's easier to go this way. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, well, it's the distraction of, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to go that way. And I'm still cool with them dudes, and everything is everything. So it worked out for the best, you know?
Let me ask you this. I follow you on Twitter, see your video blogs and everything. And then like last year, I believe it was, you got in a little trouble. Do you, I guess, for an upcoming court date, do you think you should fall back on something like the weed talk?
Nah, court's over, man.
Oh, it's already handled and done.
It's done.
So it's good.
I mean, yeah, I'm straight. I'm never gonna get caught out there to a point where I could be jammed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's only a certain amount of things you could do with a certain amount. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it was kind of like, you know, they were trying to make an example. Not really like, yo, he's an artist, but it's like, you know, they went extra with it, but it kind of helped me more than anything. And then at the end of the day, we ended up walking away from that situation, and everybody's still looking positive, and everybody's still good. So, you know, I'm just happy to still be around.
Shout out also on the cover of you on Vibe magazine.
Yeah.
I was reading an article. You got a medical marijuana card. How does that work?
I'm a patient, man. You know what I'm saying? The doctor said that OG Kush will solve all my problems. Yep. So that's how it works.
Do you feel as though you need to be a role model for kids who may be listening to, like growing up kids listening to you?
Yeah, but I can't. I'm not the only, you know what I'm saying, source of information, and you know what's right and what's wrong. And when I was growing up, you know, I listened to all types of music, and I never picked up a gun or any of that because I knew what was right and what I was and wasn't going to do. So you know, I think people just take what they want to from music, especially kids. You know, they know what their parents are going to do if they find a sack in their pants. You know, so don't do exactly what your favorite rapper raps about. Just enjoy the music.
How do you deal with the blogs talking about your personal life?
Yeah,
how do you deal with that?
It's cool, you know. It comes with the job. It comes with my work. But you know, just me as an individual, I always just prided myself on being, you know what I'm saying, a regular, normal person. There's nothing that you're gonna be able to find out or take a picture of that's just gonna be crazy. So it's like, you know, at the end of the day, they'll get bored with just normal life. They're gonna be like, yo, he's a wholesome guy, other than the 1,000 joints in his ear and hair. Because I'm gonna have joints in my hair.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the biggest misconception about Wiz?
I don't know. Somebody told me that they didn't know that I was as intelligent as I am, just because I come off stoned all the time. But I'm stoned and intelligent. But
Sorry.
you know, it's cool though. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes like the most complex things are supposed to come across simple. You know, like that's an art in itself. So I'm freaking a mask to you guys. You don't even know it.
Rolling Papers dropping March the 29th.
March 29th, man. My first album is so amazing.
Wiz, we thank you for rolling through with us.
Yo, thanks for having me. Dealing with the smell.
Yeah. It's Bmore, 92Q.com.
Thanks, man.